So hello again, my name's Andrew Taylor and I'm Technical Officer here at the ASFP. Today I'm talking a little bit about the testing and certification of active fire curtains in accordance with the product standard BS8524 Part 1. July 2022, the certification body that was responsible for the certification of active fire curtains announced that it was going to leave the market and close the scheme. Sadly, those certifications will cease to be after June 2023. Now, I should stress at this point that that's not being caused by an issue with the test and certification standard BS8524 Part 1. 8524 Part 1 remains an active standard published by the British Standards Institute, and although 8524 Part 1 is undergoing a periodic review, once that review has been completed, 8524 Part 1 will remain the product standard for active fire curtains which will be published by the British Standards Institute. That review process is the normal expected thing that all standards go through as part of a regular review. So where does that leave us with the market? Well, ASFP have long believed that third-party certification is the best way to prove the constancy of performance of a product. The best standard for active fire curtains to be tested and assessed and certified to is BS8524 Part 1. However, with no certification body at the moment, we've been talking to a couple of other certification bodies and are hoping that we will, some point in the near future, we'll be able to make an announcement of a certification body to come and take up the mantle and run a scheme for those products. It's likely that there's going to be a gap between the end of the current scheme in June 2023 and the new scheme coming on board, but we'll work with our ASFP manufacturer members to make sure that we help and smooth that transition over as best we can. One of the areas where we occasionally get some confusion is the relationship between a product standard for some internal doors, BSEN 16034, and the active fire curtain standards BS8524. 16034 does contain a certain aspect of its scope which could include active fire curtain assemblies. If you look at the national foreword of BSEN 16034, it explains that where that is the case, then testing should also be done in conjunction with not just 16034 but BS8524 as well. And for those particular applications where a curtain might be in the scope of 16034, the two standards can be seen as complementary. But not all curtains fall within scope of 16034, and where curtains are outside the scope of 16034, then 8524 is the logical product standard to use. The relationship of those two standards is explored in quite significant detail within the ASFP's Technical Guidance Document 21, which can be downloaded from our website. I'm hoping that if you're interested in that, you go and look at that document and then try and understand the relationship between those two standards. And in the meantime, we here at ASFP are going to continue to work with certification bodies in the hope of bringing forwards a new scheme to allow active curtain manufacturers to certify their products in accordance with BS 8524 Part 1, where that's the appropriate product standard to use. And I look forward to being able to bring you more news about that scheme at some point in the near future. Thank you very much, and I hope you all have a great day.